The name of today's class is Up Close and Personal. Dun, dun, dun. So what do we mean by that? And as usual, I'm not very prepared. Now I am. A little bit more anyway. So, up close and personal. How do we get up close and personal with the Supreme? How do we get up close and personal with Krishna? Can we do that? Does anybody have an opinion? Is that even possible? Anybody? No? Yeah, exactly. We can. So actually, Krishna makes us that promise in Bhagavad Gita. He says you can get up close and personal. So when he put it in writing, it's in Bhagavad Gita. He makes it clear that if we try really hard, that we can get to know him in full. He says that in the first verse of the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, and I quote, "The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, 'Now hear, O son of Pritha,'" that's Arjuna, "how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt." Wow. That's a big statement, isn't it? That's kind of nice to know. He says you can do that. Srila Prabhupada says in the purport, by the way, I'm speaking from Bhagavad Gita. Is there anybody here that is not only new, but is there anybody here that does not have a Bhagavad Gita?
We're going to save that to the end. We do a new program now.
Strike that.
But think about it.
That should be stricken from the record. Your Honor, I object. Srila Prabhupada says, at the end of the 6th chapter, it has been clearly stated that the steady concentration of the mind upon Krishna, or in other words, Krishna consciousness, is the highest form of all yoga. By concentrating one's mind upon Krishna, one is able to know the absolute truth completely, but not otherwise. Impersonal Brahma Jyotir, localized Paramatma realization is not perfect knowledge of the absolute truth. It's partial. To get to know the Paramatma, the super soul, is a gigantic step forward. But it doesn't get you up close and personal, does it? We'll talk about that later if you like. Because it is partial. Full and scientific knowledge of Krishna and everything is revealed to the person in Krishna consciousness. In complete Krishna consciousness, one knows that Krishna is ultimate knowledge beyond any doubts. All right, so somebody here might be thinking, all right, so yeah, if you concentrate all of your thoughts on Krishna, if you perform yoga, bhakti yoga, in full consciousness of Krishna, you get to know him in full. That's okay for a lot of these folks here. What about the rest of us, though? Are we able to do this? Are we able to focus our minds on Krishna all the time? Oh, what chance do we have? I'm not pursuing Krishna fully, constantly, always. I'm not trying to make him the object of my life. So what about me? What are my chances that I can get up close and personal, friend-like with the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Not Paramatma, beyond Paramatma, the personality, the original personality of Godhead. What are my chances? Because I can't do this It sounds pretty difficult. How by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, I can't do that, gosh. When we're practicing yoga, a lot of us think, how much that hurts, or how much that's making me feel better, or something else, I've got an appointment after this. I've got this I've got to do. So can we do what he's saying here? Is this a trick? Is he saying, yeah, it's there, but you're not gonna? No, it's available if you fully surrender. But what if we can't? Is there another chance for us? So yesterday at Mantra Oasis, I read some verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, and they're so sweet. Isn't that sweet? Krishna is so sweet. He's the sweetest of the sweet. So Krishna likes to reveal his sweet personality, and he does that often. And so this is a story from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is, I'm not going to tell the whole story because I don't think we have time for the whole. So I'll just tell what I need to tell, okay? So this is a story about a man who lost his wife that he loved dearly, very much in love with his wife. And he was there with her when she left. When she left her body, he was there. And so lamenting deeply, oh, my wife is gone. And so at the time of death, he was lamenting about his wife. He was thinking about his wife. So guess what happened? In his next life, he took birth as a woman because he was meditating on his wife. So there's nothing wrong with that. So at the end of that life, as a woman, her husband is dying. And she's with her husband, lamenting. And then finally, the husband left his body. And she's so grief-stricken. Oh, my dear husband, I miss you so much already. She's preparing the funeral fire. Very, very sad. And at that time, she heard someone coming behind her. Somebody's coming. So this is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 28, about 5 verses I'm going to read. Stop me at any time with questions. My dear king, the king Puranjana, that was the husband. That was the husband of the lady, Puranjana is now a woman. So anyway, came to that place and began to pacify the queen with sweet words. The Brahmins inquired as follows. Now she had just lost her husband. Brahman says, who are you? I think I just walked up. The Brahman, who are you? Whose wife or daughter are you? Who's the man lying here? It appears you are lamenting for this dead body. Don't you recognize me? I am your eternal friend. You may remember that many times in the past you have consulted me. So all of a sudden, here is this Brahman. And he's wondering, who are you? Who is this person that you're about to cremate? Don't you recognize me? He says, hello, you don't recognize me? So the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Paramatma, appeared before the queen as a Brahman. So this is Krishna. This is Krishna appearing there before the queen. She's her husband, and here's Krishna appearing as a Brahman. Well, why didn't he appear in his original form as Krishna? Why did he come as a